Hey everybody, welcome to Cowboy Leather and Shoe Repair. I'm Scott. Thanks for stopping by. As you can see, I'm sewing up a holster. I'm lining it with calfskin in black. I just, for the heck of it, I decided I was going to dye this one. Usually I use pre-dyed. I think it turned out pretty good. You know, as far as dye, I like the little darkness here and there. Kind of makes it look old-timey. But what I made this out of is some Wicked and Craig. Figured I got a lot of it, and I'm going to turn it into holsters and some other stuff. And so far, this is, I believe, the second or third holster I've made out of it. And I'm pleased. It works out pretty good. It's I think it's a 9-10 ounce. Some people might say it's a little too heavy. Some people say it's a little too light. But I'm lining it with some black calfskin. Put the flesh side facing inside. Put the rough side in. So, what we're doing is I'm just going to talk and build. When it's all done, it's supposed to be for a Colt. I think it's a 6.5, 7-inch barrel revolver. Yeah, it might fit some of the other models too, but I know it's for a Colt. And oh yeah, it also fits a Ruger. What do they call it? A Vaquero, something like that. Anyway, I really don't have a plan. Sometimes I work just, you know, when I'm building stuff, I just kind of freehand it. This one, as you can see, yes, I put some basket stamping on it and kind of tricked it out a little bit. But I don't normally put basket weaving on them. I might put just a little light tooling here and there. Because I myself am not into the Hollywood holsters with all the tooling and, you know, fancy dingo fobs and bobs hanging off of it. That's not what a real 1800 holster was about. The people that used them didn't really have a lot of money, and buy the pistol and the holster would set them back quite a bit of money. So, you know, a lot of them carried them in what nowadays what we call penitentiary style. Just slip it in your waistband. But most holsters came shortly after the Civil War. They took the flap holster, they cut the flap off and used it that way. But getting back to modern times, like I say, I don't usually tool them. I myself, I just go with simple, basic leather. If you make a good holster, you don't have to jazz it and, you know, jizz it all up. But anyways, I got it stitched. As you can see, I stitched all the way around. I stopped here, stopped it down here, because that's going to be stitched in when I squeeze it together. And no sense putting stitching over here, because that's going to be stitched too. And if by some bad luck, if you will, you run the stitch in or run the stitch out, and the stitch line don't run with the stitch line that you're going to use to hold the holster shut, then it looks kind of wonky, and wonky is not good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to trim off the excess and we'll chat. I took, was it last week? Yeah, last week. I didn't post the video because I was out of town. My wife and I decided we were going to go on a little gallivant. So we went to North Carolina, up into Virginia, went to Richmond, went to Roanoke, went to a couple wineries, and yes, we brought some wine back. Brought some apple cider, the real stuff, not this stuff you get in the grocery store. This stuff is not pasteurized or boiled or anything like that. This is just straight up squeeze the apple and take the juice. So anyways, we went to 2 Civil War battlefields just because they were kind of sort of on the way. We went to Williamsburg. That place has changed. I haven't been to Williamsburg since I was a wee little boy. And they certainly do charge a handsome price for it. Wife and I, we didn't go in and walk around. You could drive around the edge of it and see pretty much the good stuff. And while we were in Williamsburg, we had lunch, and then we hit the road again. Went on down, and we ended up coming down through Bristol, back into Tennessee, and we come home. It was certainly nice to get home. Them motel and hotel beds, they're not my preference. So anyways, we got back last week Friday, and this week was a full week here in the shop, and I caught up on some of the orders. I come back, I had 3 or 4 orders to fill. So like I say, we enjoyed ourselves. We had fun. We got away from the shop for a bit. I'm glad to be back. I can start on projects and whatnot. Get ready, just start getting stuff. I'm finding I took in an order for a pair of schooling chaps today. So, business is good. And I'm happy. My wife's happy. My little shop dog, he's outside playing right now. He's happy. Life is good on my end. As I was saying before, when you make holsters, you got the basic pattern of the holster, but you do not have to, follow everything on that. And you don't have to make a traditional holster. I mean, you're making it. You can make it any way you want. That's like, if you make purses or backpacks or whatever, you've got the pattern. But if the pattern calls for 2 inside pockets with a zipper and an outside pocket with a snap, you can build one that way. And the next time around, you can change it up and put zippers on all the pockets inside, or leave them open and put zippers and snaps on the outside. Now I know a guy, he's on here, he makes wallets. Maybe some of you have run across him. Mascon Leather from up there in Virginia, up around Williamsburg. That man to me is like the mad scientist of wallets and whatnot. His mind is unbelievable when it comes to coming up with ideas. And from what I could see, I have not seen anybody doing the same thing he does. So I don't think he's copying anybody that I know of, and if he is, I don't care. He just makes some really off the wall cool wallets. Using hinges and just, I think, I'd say a couple weeks ago, he made a patchwork. No, take it back, one patchwork. It was a puzzle piece. I think it was billfold. Now that takes some time, takes some imagination. But again, like I say, he's like the mad scientist of making wallets, using rivets and all kind of different stuff. If you've never seen him, look on YouTube for Mascon Leather and check him out. If you don't like his work, you may like his humor, because I've seen some of the comments and whatnot people post, and some people think he's sarcastic. Maybe not. But he makes a good product. And he sells all over. I've seen where he's shipped stuff off to England, France, and some of them foreign countries. But anyways, enough about him. Get back here to Tennessee. I got this just about cut out. And what have we done here? Oh my lordy. Now here, some people would edit this out. That piece of calfskin folded under there when I was stitching. So, what we got to do, take our sharp little X-Acto knife and just cut the stitches. But again, like I said, some people would edit that out and make you think that everything was perfect. It's starting to heal up. I put a brand new knife. I put a brand new blade in that X-Acto knife. I was cutting something. It slipped. Next thing with my thumb. I cut it long, deep, and hard. It bled like a pig. If I would have had the camera running, you would have seen it. But I didn't. So you just have to wait for the next time. Maybe if I'd get more viewers if I edited. But I think I like to see the mistakes people make. We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes. All right, now we're getting someplace. That's nice. If I was a pistol, I'd be happy to lay out in here. Now we're gonna get some glue. Now let me look at this before we put it together. Yep, we're ready to put some glue on it. There's the glue. I hope everybody's having, staying happy and healthy on here. And I want to thank those of you that have subscribed to the channel and watch when I post videos. It means a lot to me. My goal basically is just to see if I can get 1,000 subscribers. I don't expect to have a big channel. I just want to have fun. Cut leather, stitch it back together. There we go. Let that sit there for a few and let it dry. Excuse me while I get a soda pop here and wash down some of this dust. You know, that's straight up Pepsi. There's no alcohol or adult beverage in it. I'll wait till I get done. But anyways, like I say, you know, when you build stuff, you don't have to play by the rule book. I don't think there is a rule book in leather crafting. It's all up to your imagination. You can change patterns. If you buy a pattern from somebody, and let's say it's for a purse or a wallet, and they've got their card pockets cut a certain way, and you think, you cut your card pockets a different way, and at the end of the day, you're happy. You've changed the design. Somebody might like it. You know, I see a lot of people that they buy a pattern and they stick with the pattern. You know, you can change it up. I know I do. I may use a pattern 2-3 times and find that it's not selling. And let's say if I'm building a wallet, I cut the card pockets, the top of them a certain way. If they don't sell, I don't throw those away. I make new ones and I change the card pockets. Just leave the, excuse me, the body of it the same way, but just change the card pockets. Add card pockets, subtract from card pockets. Like I say, there's no rule book. And what fun is it to follow rules? So, let's see. Yep, I think this is about ready to stick in here. This is going to be some stiff stuff. When I get it, yeah, it's going to be stiff. May need 2 hands. There we go. I would tell marketers calling, I'm in the middle of making a video. Yay. I say yay. I probably should have soaked it. Because this Wicked and Craig, they're Wicked and Craig size. Belly, excuse me. So. May have to do a little trimming. But there we go. I'm going to have to do a little trimming right along in here and do a little trimming down in here. So, I'm going to put a hold on this and maybe I'll make a part 2, or maybe I'll just go ahead and finish it off and I'll show you in the next video. So, if you liked this video, I know some of you probably got bored and left, but I appreciate, like I said, I'd like to see maybe 1,000 subscribers by the first of the year. If I do, okay. If I don't, okay, fine. I'm just having fun. That's all I'm all about, having fun. So, if everybody has a good weekend, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next go-round. Cowboys out. Bye now.